So my past has always been business management. I retired in July of last year as Executive Director for Southeast Missouri Transportation Service. We provided rural public transit in 21 counties, far different from the real estate world. It's something that always piqued my interest, but I never really thought seriously about jumping into it until I had retired and realized that I wasn't quite ready to retire. I need something to keep me busy. And I'm fascinated with real estate and properties and housing in general. So when this listing became available, I was absolutely thrilled that they chose me to be their realtor. It's 285 acres located in a pristine valley that the house overlooks a 5-acre lake. It's just hard to find property like this anymore, where there's 285 acres that haven't been disturbed. Even the timber has not been harvested in many, many years. It's a rare opportunity. The natural beauty of the place, along with the habitat and the fact that the lake is spring fed and there's clear water. It doesn't smell. There's no odor to the water at all whatsoever. It's just a little haven, and it just needs the right person to find it. The property itself lays its hills and valleys, and that's what makes it so fascinating. You could take a 5-minute hike and you're up on top of something looking down over the lake and the house. It's absolutely beautiful. There are trails that have been cut throughout the property so you can horse ride or you can take ATVs through it. It's magical whenever you get out there. There's just so much sight and wonder. And under the ground, and there's this wonderful layer of marble rock, and at the end of the lake you'll find some cypress trees that are probably 75 years old. They're magnificent. The cypress knees are so fascinating to look at. The family that lived here prior were big equestrian people. She actually ran a horse-drawn carriage service at one point in time, providing wedding service in many geographical areas. There were still 11 horse-drawn carriages on the property at that time. It's set up for equestrian people where she would host hay rides and trail rides. There's a place for a nice bonfire and for outdoor music and camping. The fields lend themselves to riding. There's 285 acres, 70 of which is open, so there's plenty of opportunity to get out there and see the property and ride through the grasses. It's just absolutely beautiful. So the lake itself is spring-fed, which means all the fish that are in it do not absorb a taste that you would get from a pond, because the lake is so crystal clear, and when you scoop up a handful of water and smell it, there's no odor to it, which there would be to the fish as well. So it's a fisherman's paradise as well as a hunter's paradise, because white-tailed deer, turkey, just all sorts of wildlife roam the ground. It's nothing uncommon to see them drinking out of the lake. The original section of the house was built in 1973, and then in 95 and 97 they added 2 additions, one being the breakfast room, which is an octagon shape, and then they added a master suite. So the house has over 2,500 square foot of living space. There's a walk-in space underneath the house. It's a large crawl space. It's not a basement per se, but it's a good safe haven. The house is structurally very sound, being a brick, and the deck was recently rebuilt. A naturalist would thrive here because of the setting, and because it's so in proximity, so close to Sam A. Baker Park. Within 30 minutes, you can be in major cities where you can do your shopping and necessary whatever. But the property itself is just filled with sights and wonders. If you get out on the property and start looking, you'll find wild mushrooms, you'll find all sorts of fauna and plant life that you've never realized was in this part of the region. It's a fascinating place to explore. Adjacent to the main house is a guest house. She referred to it as a bunkhouse more or less, but it's a 1-bedroom efficiency. You have everything you need there. There's set up for washer dryer, there's set up for cooking, there's restroom facilities, and then a living space. So there are 3 stables plus a hay barn on the property, and the stables are fully electrified. They also have backup generators in case there's a problem with the electricity. They are very, very functional. She had 3 horses that lived here their entire life. My name is Denny Ward. I'm a realtor for Swinford Realty in Fredericktown, Missouri.